Hey guys, I'm so excited to be jumping on. I have Brodie here with me, and I've been fortunate enough to actually connect with him through the business, and I'm so excited to hear, for you guys to hear, his story and where he's come from, because it's super powerful, and I think a lot of you guys are actually going to be able to resonate with what he has to say. So I'm so excited. Thanks for jumping on and for having me in your beautiful home.
Thanks for coming.
No. But first, I'd love to know, how long have you been doing this business for?
Absolutely. I started this business. I said yes to this business in July. So it was pretty much like halfway in July this year. So not long, but I feel like I've been knowing you guys and knowing the community for such a long time. That's what I love about this business. The community makes you feel special and makes you want to keep showing up every day, even when you don't feel as motivated some days, which is quite natural.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd love to know, like, a lot of people say yes to this business for many different reasons, and a lot of people have a why as to why they get up in the morning and like what's motivating them. So I'd love to know, like, what your why for this business is.
Yeah, absolutely. So I lost my job in April. As you might have known, I started the Wellness Guy in March. So I was still doing that. And then when I lost my job in April, I was literally doing this full-time Wellness Guy, not getting paid for it, just because I was so passionate about content about mental health, lived experience and disability, and just kind of being the halfway resource person if someone was struggling. And then I was following this lady, Beck's health journey. We know her well, and
Shout out, sis.
that's it. And she just inboxed me, said, I love your energy. I love your passion. We need more males in this. Would you be open to catch up? So literally we caught up. Steph and I went down to the Gold Coast, had a beautiful brunch, and we just opened up about her mental health. And her story is very similar to mine, with losing a job and going through mental health. And yeah, she just said, you can actually get paid for what you do. I really believe in getting paid for your effort. And I said, look, I love this because I'm passionate about giving back. But, if you said to me, this time, this year, you'll be a wellness coach, I'd be like, is that one of those pyramid schemes? Is that one of those things? Like, I honestly, I said yes to this business purely because I felt something in that group when I watched the link and the videos and the community. And for me, it was, yes, an income, but also a purpose. So obviously, guys, when you lose your job or when you lose something in your life, that's when mental health comes very to the forefront of your cortex brain. And literally, that's a big word today.
Yeah.
Too much coffee today. But basically, yeah, I really enjoyed it, and my why is to retire my wife. She works in disability high care, so showers clients, very high demanding, doing medication, taking them to doctors. She comes drained because she does washing, cleaning, cooking. Last thing she wants to do at home is cooking, cleaning and all that. And I'm a pretty good house husband, but I've been out of work for 6 months. But I'm so glad that I said yes to this business in July, because it's helped me financially, but it's also made some amazing friends in Brisbane as well.
Yeah, I love that. That is so powerful. And I know there's even some people that are working alongside with us and they actually have a cleaner, which is crazy.
I know.
Isn't that
love
insane? One. Right? So how amazing would that be? Like, you literally would not have to do any dishes again. I think that's amazing. And I love how you talked about how you started as the wellness guy, obviously between losing your job, and I think with a lot of what's happening right now, a lot of people have really been confronted with a lot of issues that they may have been suppressing, or they might not have been wanting to face. So obviously mental health has been a massive journey, and I love your how you show up online, and you're so open with all of that. So I'd love to know, like, in the middle of everything that's happening, how are you showing up, and how are you, I don't know how to say, like, but yeah, just how are you?
Thank you for those kind words. No, it's a really good question, because a lot of people ask, like, why are you so happy? Why are you showing up when I've got a million reasons, like, not to show up? So I believe having a great mentor really does help in the community. And the reason I think it's my life has always been I'm an extrovert as a personality. So I am an empathetic person. So like for the last 6 years, before I was an online wellness coach, I was, if you've called Lifeline, you might have spoken to me in my voice. 13, 11, 14, I was a crisis suicide prevention counsellor. I used to help people find work with disability mental health. I was a youth worker, I was a disability support worker, mental health recovery support worker, working with suicide ideation clients. So like for me, it's always been a passion and always sharing my knowledge. And I think how I show up in my life and on Instagram is how I show up in real life. So when you see people on Instagram, they're always like, they only show what they want you to see.
Yeah.
So for me, and how genuine organically I've grown is definitely I've just continually showed up who I am. So yes, I've got anxiety. Yes, I've got mental health, but my name's Brodie. You wouldn't go meeting you for the first time saying, that's where I got anxiety. I'm like, okay, what's your name? Like everyone is talking about labels these days, and you're right. COVID has made your mental health the top thing. So you've lost your job, you lost your marriage, you lost your relationship, whatever, and now all these things you've suppressed is literally coming up. So
and surfacing,
it can be tough, but I've definitely used my mental health as a weapon of mass success. So I've literally shared my story, and it reached Beck, and Beck, I'm on her team, we're on our team together, and meeting you and connecting. I think it's you've got to be vulnerable and get out of your comfort zone, because nothing comes there's no growth when you're in your comfort zone.
Absolutely. And again, like I love just your growth over even the period of time that I've known you, and it hasn't even been that long. Like you've literally only been this for a couple of months, and it's absolutely insane. And even just everything that I've heard about your past journey, like it is absolutely mind-blowing. Like how you show up, and you're super confident. So for those who don't actually know about you, so obviously you've supported a lot of people who have struggled with mental health, but you yourself struggled with really bad mental health. So for those who wouldn't know your story, would you like to touch on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was diagnosed at age 7 with ADHD, so attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. A lot of people misdiagnose that with bad parenting, too much, literally, teachers not learning how to teach. And also, if you give them Red Bull and sugar and preservatives and white bread, they're going to be off the walls. They're not going to concentrate. So ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I wasn't hyper. I was when I was having Fanta and all those lollies and chocolates, and all the stuff that I don't eat now sometimes. But basically, for me, when I was a kid, I was pushed to the corner. And real story, guys, they didn't teach me maths and English. They said, okay, go touch typing. So now I'm a really good touch typer. If you see me on my Instagram, I'm always replying very quickly. I can type nearly 220 words a minute.
Whoa.
Because they didn't teach me maths and English. They literally said, Brodie, go to this room. Or Brodie, instead of Japanese and French, you can go to the Responsible Thinking Centre, the RTC. So tennis was my saviour. I was ranked in Queensland national ranking. I was quite a good tennis player. So I played tennis for my outlet. So school wasn't really fun for me. I got bullied a lot for my height. My parents divorced, so I lost a lot of the father figure, and I was hanging with the wrong crowd. So, like parties, women, alcohol, drugs, all that scene.
Lil Wayne over here.
Yeah, totally. Like a rap. No. But, and then, the anxiety, depression, and what really struggled with my holding down a job. So from 2015 to 2020, guys, I had like 11 jobs in that many years. Most of them were toxic. They didn't understand me. They didn't understand my passion. I was always outspoken. And sometimes when you're with people in management, if you are outspoken, they literally just throw you under the bus. They think you're going for their role. They're thinking that you're going to, throw them under the bus. I was always advocating for clients. And if that means make an organisation look bad, then so be it. Because the reason why I got into disability is advocate for people with disabilities, not neglect them. So
absolutely,
I've been fired many times and let go. I actually have my recent termination employment. Nothing that I've done wrong, hand on heart, but it fires me up every day going, if I can't work in a company, maybe I need to start my own company and bring things that I want to see change. And that's what I've done. So my whole life has been a lot of trauma and pain, but I've made it. So for an example, ADHD, I worked with people on the spectrum and Asperger's and ADHD for 4 years. I've got depression, anxiety. I've seen my mates commit suicide in front of my own eyes. First responder. Wow. I was in the SES and I did body recovery and suicide prevention counselling. Yeah. So basically what I'm saying is like everything that I've been through, I said I could own it, work with it and help people, or I could just drink, stay at home, watch Netflix, which, I'm not bagging people if you do, but you've got to want the change. So, people think I'm an inspiration. I'm just an Aussie battler dealing with everyday things. And I feel that you are who you're connected with. So I've got some amazing friends in my circle and continuing here today. And I thank them because they push me and they make me better. So if you're hanging with people that are not making you motivated or just pushing you to that next level, then I really would have a chat to your own conscience and know that you're worthy and you're enough and you're worthy of a lot more. Because what I know about employment is when you lose a job or you be bullied in the workplace, I find that it's not on you, it's something that they're dealing with. But it's really hard to take that on when you are struggling.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, we need more people opening up about mental health, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's not really something that is spoken about as much as it should be. So thank you so much for, sharing that and being so open and proud. I literally love how, you speak about these things, because I know for a lot of people, they kind of just they're embarrassed to talk about it, So it's good when there's people like yourself out there, and especially using this platform to do that. Like, that is absolutely incredible. So I'd love to know also, like, what was life for you before you said yes to this business, and what does it look like now after saying yes?
Awesome. Amazing questions. So for me, I was on Centrelink. I still am receiving job seeker. I'm proud that I'm very grateful to be receiving that when I was out of work. So I've never been out of work for more than 2 months of my life. I've been working from 13 and 7 months all the way up to 25. That's just my work ethic. So for me, I was literally just posting content, being on podcasts, not really just, I wouldn't say direction, but I was craving that, like when I was posting content, when I was putting myself out there, people going, oh, you're amazing, you'd be an awesome life coach, or you'd be doing this and doing that. And for me, I was lost. Steph was like, how was work? I said, how was work? And she was a bit down. And then, like if you look at my office now, like you can't see it, but I've got my manifestation board, I've got my content, I've got my clients. Like I've never been so driven and so organized in my life. Like I'm so hungry for success, because I know what it's like to have nothing, but I also know what it's like to have everything and then fall apart. So I'm in that middle ground. I want to help people, and I want people to come with me, I want to grab you guys from the bottom and walk your way up to the top. Because when people say it's lonely at the top, I know, like when people get to that success, like I want to give back. And I know some of our amazing team, they just want to help people. And I think for me, I had no purpose. So when I said yes to this business, life is great. Like I've lost so much weight. I've got so much more muscle in different areas. I'm more financially secure. Like getting paid every month on the 10th is amazing. And then it's a teaching business. I'm teaching clients how to, be the healthiest version inside and out. And, I'm dreaming of owning my own home soon. I'm dreaming of being debt free. starting a family soon, so they can be, don't have to worry about debt, because, I think all my life I've figured out that financial stress can just wreck relationships.
Absolutely.
And I've seen that so much with my family and my friends, and even in my, marriage. Like sometimes Steph and I, we talk about finances, and like literally guys, money is energy. And like when you think about money, it's an exchange for time. So for what this business is, like you work, what Beck says, you get grossly underpaid for such a long time, and then you get grossly overpaid for the work that you did before. So
so powerful.
It is, and like you literally helping people get healthier, and there's literally fruit and veg, guys. Like it's not some magical product that people think they're selling and they're not caring. Like we are so caring in this organization, and we just want people to be healthier and their kids. And for me right now, like I'm so excited to meet more friends, have a community. Like we travel to Vegas once a year, we go to Bali once a year.
Can't wait till
amazing
everything clears up and that happens. I am so excited. That will be so much fun. Like honestly, it is amazing seeing all the guys going up to the Gold Coast, even meeting up with some of the team in Brisbane. Like just being surrounded by people who want more and are, just such an empowering group. Like you will never be able to put a price tag on that. Honestly, no. I swear it is incredible. And I know with a lot of people, like they might be like, I'm not very tech savvy, I don't have a big following online. Obviously when you started the Wellness Guy, we were talking about it before, like you literally started with 0 followers, like with very small amount of followers, and now you're on 2,500, 2,500 just in a couple of months. So, obviously you don't need a big following to do this. You created it all yourself. Like how did you do it? What's the secret?
The secret is showing up, being consistent, and also being organic. Like you could literally, like, so people change so every level there's another devil. Shani says, one of my uplines, so every level there's another devil in life. So, for me, like when losing my job and being in mental health unit for 6 days, not wanting to be here, and now like talking today and speaking to you and seeing your Instagram, you come to my home, we're chatting, we're laughing, just being the most organic, authentic you. And that's how I've got my family, my friends, my opportunities. I said yes to things that scare me and got in my comfort zone.
Absolutely.
And once I said yes, things just opened up. So for me, I just said, Beck, you post so raw and honest photos. She looked at mine. We caught up for brunch, and now we're doing business together.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like because I was skeptic. Don't get me wrong, guys. I was very skeptical. But when you start a business, it's about nearly $1 million to start a business. So $500,000, 500,000. Sorry. And literally it's $165 to start this business, get your own virtual office, and everything, mentoring, all the resources, all the head office, all the marketing is all done for you. Literally, you just have to show up. And, for me, being out of work, it was such a no-brainer. So I just continue showing up. I connect with people. Everybody that I follow and support me in my journey, I literally connect with them and do a VM, voice message. Yeah. And I literally go, hey, how can I help you? How can I serve you? And it's not about the program or the product. I'm literally selling me. So people buy what you believe in.
Absolutely. I love that. I love how you tapped into that. It's got nothing to do with what we do or how we do things. It's all about finding people who believe in the same things that you do, right? Yeah. And I love that. Was such a good video what you're talking about there. That was incredible. And it's so true. Once you accept and you show up as yourself wholeheartedly, naturally you're just going to attract the people that you're supposed to attract, right? And you kind of sift through, all the shit.
Yep. You outgrow people. 100%. I've lost some. I wouldn't say lost, but I've outgrown some friends that I was being friends for 10, 12 years, and that's okay, because you outgrow people when you, because people are scared of growth.
Absolutely.
They want that until they see you at another level, but you've got to put in the hard work.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, look, Brodie, thank you so much for jumping on and sharing
Pleasure.
your story. I absolutely loved it. And I hope you guys enjoyed and got some insight and resonated with some of the things that he said. Check out his page. I'm going to post... you know what I love? We set a timer to make sure that we finish at a certain time, not even realizing that when you record, the timer literally shows up at the top there as well. So, yeah.
Much
See,
love.
you don't need to be bright to do this business. If we can do this right, Brodie,
Nailed
think
it.
anyone, yeah, we got this. But have a good night, guys, and we'll chat to y'all soon.
Bye, guys.